Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we would play with some more ephemera for these pockets. I have both of them lined with lace where I want it for now. These are going to be those loaded pockets that I'm making. And what I thought we would do is make a snippet or a cluster booklet, I guess you could call it. Kind of got inspiration from Shabby Daddy Doodah when she made a cluster book, and I thought something like this would be great to add in there. The recipient can tear it, can cut it, and use it to help decorate their pages. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got my pieces cut. I got a piece of coffee dyed paper. I have a piece of scrap card that I had. I have another scrap and a scrap of vellum. So I thought these would be just fun, and they're good neutrals to play with. And I'm going to be playing with these small images from Shabby Dabby Doodah's, one of her fussy cut packs she has. And I have old Sears catalog, just some old book page, music page, and I have dictionary paper here that we're going to use. So to start off with, we're just going to lay down pieces of whatever paper. Obviously for these they'll be smaller. Make sure I'm in frame here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start tearing and seeing what pieces will fit best where, and getting them glued down. Really easy to make. I think here maybe narrower, smaller, since it's a smaller piece of paper. That'll be good there. And then do some narrow pieces here on these. Some music paper. And this will give them just some different sizes that they can choose from. Some narrow ones here. And I'm going to do some of this. It's kind of big for that. Let's do that like that. I'm doing 4 to a page because I'm going to close it up, and I think I want one on there. I'm going to save that for another one. Let's see, how many did I get on here? I got 3 on this one, on each of these strips, and 4 on the bigger ones. That looks about good right there. So now we'll just glue the first layer down. It's a great scrap buster. A little tub of paper scraps here to pull from. The Digital's pattern paper. You can do this scrapbook paper too. Yeah, I thought we would just have a play. I have some time to play, so we'll see how far we get. We should be able to finish this in this video, and then we'll work on some other things. Just did a card video not that long ago with the coloring book card that I had been thinking about making. I think it turned out really cute. So I'm thinking about, since I've reached over 500 subscribers, thank you to all who have subscribed and watched my videos. I'm thinking about what to do, and I'm learning about comment picker, I think it's what it's called, so that I can do a drawing. And I was thinking about giving away some of my cards that I've made, little packs of cards, and maybe doing that on occasion, what I make in the video or something like that. Still figuring all that out. It's still in the works. I'm not much of a techie. I wish my sons lived by me, because then they could help me with some of this stuff. Well, one does. I should ask him if there's stuff he knows about it, but the other ones don't. My oldest son, who really knows about computer software, doesn't live here. I don't wish they lived by me just so that I could do that. Definitely would love to be able to see them and hang out with them, but so clusters are really, really easy. So we've got our first pieces down. Now we're just going to use some scraps of paper and just add those on here. Let's see, maybe it's going to kind of rip it up a little bit just to give the ripped, shabby look here. I'm going to kind of put that in a candy corner. I think I like that there, like that. This edge. It is hot and humid here today. I have another project I'm working on. I have to wait though, because I have stuff drying, so once that's dry, then we'll do that project. I think what makes these clusters is the fussy cuts we put on them. Here's a pretty green one. I taught a card class recently. Michelle Zindorf is one that we watch, me and my little group, and we absolutely love her. Her style is so artistic, and some of my friends wanted to know how to do that, and I hadn't actually tried it either, because I was a little bit like, I don't know if I can do it. But I went ahead and tried a card, and then after that, I'm just hooked. But one of my friends definitely found a kind of card style she's super interested in. She's been making some phenomenal cards. They're so beautiful. I'm trying to do a variety of colors since this is going in a loaded pocket, so that it can kind of match with whatever they are making. Give them a variety too. Here's some green, or this pretty paper. I could do this too. I don't know where I got this paper from. I don't remember. There's other paper clusters. You can make two that are symmetrical, so you can go with your squares and your rectangles and make some fun clusters. Try some of this blue I have. That would be pretty. A little tall. And I wonder, I'm going to add this to maybe right there. I might need to add more there. So that sheet, it has pieces on it. I don't need to worry about that one. Okay, that one's done. Now we've got these two, which need smaller. Green up there. I've been cleaning up my craft space. I've been looking everywhere for this thing, and I finally found it today where it belongs. Silly. Done with those after this piece. Okay, now the decorating part. Put this on while I figure out what I want on each of these. Okay, so I already have some things cut out, but I'm finding for these small things I don't necessarily have everything I want. So we'll work on the small ones last, and we'll work on this big one. I think the bow is too big. I love these little bows. Might be cute right there. And the labels. That has some of that purple in it, and it has the blue. That might look really good right there. The flower's too big, but here's a yellow flower. That would look nice. I really, really, really like the little tiny labels. I go through them pretty quickly. Okay, I think I like that. This one is an up and down one. Let's see what I might like on there. Oh, maybe one of these balloons. This one right here. Fussy cutting. When you're fussy cutting, you want to move the paper, not your scissors. It makes it easier to go around your image and get a cleaner cut. Maybe this one right here. Under that, and I could put that one there. There we go. So let's glue those down. I'm happy with that. We'll have one sheet done. No, that was the right way. These would be fun just to sit down and kind of mass make. Oops, I have that one upside down. A bunch of these little pieces to have ready to put into a book for any kind of loaded envelope or gift. And I try to have all my fussy cutting done, but I have not gotten it all done yet. So that way my projects are a little bit easier. Sometimes I just sit down when I'm watching a video or something and just do the fussy cutting, and I forgot to glue that piece down. There we go. Okay, that one's done. Now we'll work on this one. Okay. So, let's see. Let's do this here. And you can bubble cut around too. Okay. Oh, that's too big. We need the smaller ones, I think. Unless we do a butterfly or some of these flowers. That's really pretty on there. Okay, we've got that. Let's do this one. That's cute. Should we do, oh, I was gonna do one of these. I love these bright colors. They're so much fun. I'm gonna have to learn to play music and just do some videos where I'm just crafting and there's music on the background. I don't know how to do that yet. That's really cute right there. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find some labels I will like with that. A small one. Do that one there. I'm just going to do that. Okay. Get these all attached. Okay, another sheet done. So we've got 2 of our sheets. Now we just need to work on these things, and that's going to take the smaller. I think I'm about out of little labels. Yeah, I'm just about out a little. I am out of little labels. I don't think I cut them all up. I'll have to search and see. But we're going to use a smaller page, so let's do one of these. Do this blue bow. bow is so cute. Okay, how about a crown? Definitely need a butterfly. So we'll do that first. Maybe we don't need to put a label on these pieces. I want to do this one. I'm going to ink that one, edges on that one, just so it stands out with my ink. Here we go. Okay. Let's do this pink shoe. These shoes crack me up. Almost bazaar season here, getting close, so keep watching for when the applications roll up. And I want to, I don't know if I'll have time, but I want to do some specialty journals to have available. Oh, that shoe is so cute. I'm gonna do one with the shoe. Let's see, maybe this flower for that last one. Maybe if I ink around it, it'll stand out a little bit more. That would be. Let me ink around that. Okay, so we've got those pieces. We'll set this aside. I can fussy cut more later. So, I'm going ahead and get these glued down. Okay, so the idea of these is that you can tear or cut, and then you have your pre-made cluster already done. Of course, more could be added, lace, whatever. But we're going to go ahead and attach it. So we're going to use, if you have a tiny attacher, great. I don't. And if I can figure out what I did with it, my stapler works just fine. So we're going to use a scrap piece, get these stacked. That they line up straight from top to bottom, and then we can take a little scrap piece. I'm gonna need to tear it, I think. Or cut it. If this is wide enough, I did not even measure. That is not wide enough. This will be good, and then we can trim off the edges. And we're just going to fold this in half. Long ways. My stapler is probably right in front of my face, and I'm just not seeing it because I just did the other one today. Here it is, right in front of my face. So I found this at a thrift shop, and it works just fine. So we're going to have this all lined up. Put this over, and we're going to want to make sure we get a staple on each of one of these pieces here. And of course, the recipient can take these apart. Sorry for the loud noise. Okay, so now we have our snippet booklet. I need to trim those ends. There. Now we have our snippet booklet ready for 2 for each pocket here. One for here. And one for here. So there's a fun snippet thing to load the pocket with. Now we're going to be doing something with these. We might prep these today, these button cards, but I have paper buttons that I'm going to show you the procedure for, and we will do those another time. But one thing I did want to do, I wanted to finish these, and I got the idea for the paper around from, I think it's 507 Willow House or something, from her YouTube channel. I did get that idea from her. I really liked the way that looked. So we're going to back these on card, because as they are, you can't write on them. So I do have a piece. Get my drawer here. I have some coffee dyed cardstock right here. So I can put these on. And I'm going to measure these. These are 3, 4, and about 4 3/4. So if I cut it 5, I don't know, I could just, because I kind of want them to sit on there like this. So if we cut them at 1, 2, 3, 4 by 5, that'll probably be fine. So let me cut that down. Four. Make sure this is going to fit on there. Yeah, that looks really nice, and we could decorate it more, but that'll be fine. Okay, I've got those cut. And I want to see them before I attach them. What have to be. See if they'll even fit in the pocket this way. They will not. So they'll have to fit the other way. But then I'm thinking they're 5 wide. So they would have a really hard time. We're going to have to just thin it up, I think, once we get them down. For this, I'm just going to use my Eileen's Tacky Glue. That down. Okay, that one's down. I had stopped journal making for the most part for a while. Well, when I really into the card making, really enjoying learning different techniques. I still have so many more to learn. And getting into the pop-ups and or specialty card type things. But especially with other people interested in the journal stuff, that's kind of piqued my interest. And then there's actually a market for it here, so small market, but there's still a market. I had some that I made for just simple ones that I made and put them out at my bazaar to see if anyone would be interested, and I actually sold quite a few comparatively to what I had. I actually sold out and had to come home at one point throughout my bazaars, and I came home to make more, and I sold some of those, so it was pretty cool. But we have kind of a unique market up here. There's just not a lot of places to shop, and handmade is pretty big. You have to go pretty far to go shopping, or shop online. Okay. That burnished really good. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to go ahead and trim this down. Let's see how much. Oh, we're good. We're good. These videos will be longer because it's just more of a play. Sometimes I haven't figured out exactly what I'm doing, so we're just playing. Okay, I like that. I think I might round the corners on that too. And I'm not caring if it's perfect. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab my corner rounder, and I'm just going to put a 1/4 inch round on each corner. Yeah. Just to soften it up a little bit. That one. I don't think this is my corner chopper. don't remember. No, it is. Okay. Okay, so we have these, and I'm just going to ink around them. Add that little bit of vintage, and now they're journal cards to be slid into a pocket. For the recipient, for when they make their journals. It's a good way to get the junk journaler started too. If you have someone you know and you make journals and you're going to show them, make them a stuffed pocket with different things that they can use in for their first journal, and they'll have stuff they can pull from. Okay, so we have these done. Let's go ahead and stick those in our pockets. I remembered what I was going to do with my ladies here. So, 2, 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my scrap cardstock. Cut a lot of it down. I have this. This is some DSP. Let's see. I'm stamping up. This might be kind of fun to use this one. It's got blues and greens and it's got the houses. So I think this side would be best. So this is 9 by just over 6. So we could use the height here, so we would need it to be 4 inches. We'll do 4.5 because that's 9. So we'll cut this down to 4.5. And then we're just gonna fold it. And I don't care that the houses are not facing right because we're gonna cover it up anyway. Fold it in half, and we're just going to make a little book type thing. I love this. You can't get this specific one anymore. It's so pretty. And I want to put the ladies on there, so we probably need to back it with something, maybe with some music paper. Or even just coffee dyed paper. Let's see what else we got. Got some coffee dyed too. Yeah, just some coffee dyed would be fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue down some of these because we're going to put one on each side. That's a duplicate face. That's a duplicate face. 1, we'll do those, wait a minute, those 4. We'll just get these, I'm gonna go ahead and ink them up though. Inking the edges kind of hides some of the white and gives it a vintage look if it's a lighter color and you can see it. Not very chatty today. Some days I'm chatty, some days I'm not. I did just, I had church today and I had my last precept class tonight, so I'm doing this after my precept class for the summer until September when we start our classes again. And I'm just going to get these glued down to the paper. Oh my goodness, so I went garage selling this weekend and found some great stuff. I was mainly looking for clothes, but I did find a few things to help in the craft room. I found some paper, not the kind I was really looking for, but paper I can definitely use. And I found a shirt. I am looking for shirts, and especially since I'm losing weight, I don't want to go out and buy clothes and then they get too big on me again and then buy some more clothes. So I'm trying to buy them at garage sales. Well, today this is a cool sheet. I don't think I want to use that one. Today, after church, I had seen a garage sale sign, so I thought, oh, I'll stop by. Well, I went over there to where it led me to, and it wasn't really, not one I wanted to stop at. It just didn't appeal to me. So, I'm trying to get through these roads, and there's road constructions on the back streets, whatever. So I'm having to wind my way back to the main road. And on my way, I come across another garage sale. So many clothes, so many clothes. I was so excited. So I got several shirts. And that actually will last me for a little while. So I'm really excited about that. And then last night, my husband was barbecuing. And I noticed he was using this little dough spatula to flip on the grill. And I said, well, where's your grill spatula? Well, apparently when we moved back, we didn't bring it with us. So he didn't have one. So at the same garage sale, they had a set that had 4 different types of spatulas. I grabbed those. Oh my goodness, that was so wonderful. I could not even believe it. It was a blessing. We've got those 4, and then we're going to go ahead and cut this one down. I'm almost done cleaning my room, so it'll be easier to work in here. I'm okay with it. Okay. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to attach a lady to each side of this. I think I want her on the front of this one, and then these will go on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and add these. flip it over and get the backs added. Okay, so on the back of this, we'll add this one, and then we'll add this to the back of that one. Wow, my new phone's recording really, really well. Yeah, it's not like a super fancy one because I won't pay that kind of money, but it's definitely an upgrade from what we had. Okay, so there's our book. So we just need to cover the inside here. So for that, we need some coffee paper, some more coffee dyed paper. And we need it to be C6.5 approximately. About 4.5 high. This is 8.5 wide, so we could do 4.25. Let's do that. Cut this at 4.25. And then we need it to be, we'll do 6.25. Let's see, will that work? Yeah, we'll do 6.25. I think what I want to do is just cut it down the center and just center on both sides, or rip it. Okay, so we're going to do this other piece the same size. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, if I can find my, there's my brush, is I think I'm going to decoupage and then stick this down because I don't want it bumpy. Now I have this, I've been trying two different mediums, matte mediums. This is Liquitex acrylic medium gel, and this is the Mod Podge for paper. Now I've glued them both pieces down with both of these, and did it over the top. They both are fine. Neither one of them are sticky when they dry. This Liquitex has more of a chalky feel to it, and this one has a little tiny bit of a shine to it. So either one worked just fine. So I'm going to get my brush out here. See if I can quickly finish this before the hour is up. So I'm just going to take some of this, being mindful of where my spot is, and I'm just going to brush some of this on. It just leaves a flatter feel, and you don't feel the bumps from your glue. I probably didn't need to go out all the way to the edge, but that's okay. Now we'll go ahead and place this on there, and we'll have a nice journaling spot. We'll see how that works. I haven't tried it without, well, I have, I guess. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. And I'll just leave it open to dry. So I'll do this one, and then I'll stop the video, and then we will, I'll finish the other one. We know what we're doing with that. And then we will, in the next video, we'll finish working on projects for this stuffed pocket. I am going to do some smushing. Okay, there's our journal card. So cute. I love it. I'm going to probably punch the edges. I'm either going to round the edges or I'm going to put a decorative edge. I'm not sure. But I'm going to do something with them, and I'll show you them in the next video. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one.